And joining us now to share his memories of Charlie Kirk and his legacy, Republican Senator from Alabama, Tommy Tuberville. Senator, thank you for joining us. We always love having you on the show. Of course, we could never have imagined that we would be discussing this, the death of Charlie Kirk, of course, your friend and such an incredible leader, whether it is a Christian leader, a political leader, and well beyond. Your thoughts?
Well, thank you. And obviously a leader, but I also call him a teacher. I mean, he was a guy that really believed in what he was talking about. He was a great debater, and he would go in the lion's den, so to speak, of some of these college campuses and take on some of these kids that thought that they knew what was right and what was wrong. And he changed a lot of people's mind. And we needed somebody like that. Amazing just watching these interviews right before you brought me on about some of the age on some of these people that Charlie changed their lives, and they're 60, 70, 80 years old. And so he touched lives of people of all ages. Again, he taught Christian moral values, which was very, very different than a lot of people across this country that they don't want to hear about it. But he stepped out there and taught it and preached it and touched so many lives, and only 31 years old. It's just amazing to me how we can have now talk about, whose fault it is. There's no doubt whose fault it is. It's the fault of the left, because they have preached this hate against Americans across this country that believed in the Constitution and the things that this country was so built on and so gracious to all these Americans for years and years. And Charlie was trying to bring the good out in people, and somebody took his life because he was, I don't know whether he was mad, whether he was indoctrinated, but at the end of the day, let's quit blaming this on the Republican right. This is definitely on the hands of the left, because I've been here 5 years in the Senate, and let me tell you something. They have preached nothing but hate, nothing but violence, and we have got to stop this rhetoric. The Democrats do, and we've got to stand up for our country. And that's what you're seeing the Americans do right now.
Yeah, Senator, a lot of that rhetoric, as you pointed out, does come, from out of these college campuses. You have spent a lot of time on college campuses as a major football coach. Your message to anyone who might be thinking about picking up the torch and continuing Charlie Kirk's work on college campuses and doing so with confidence and without fear?
Well, that's a good point. And that's where this nonsense has to be taught. It does not, we don't need to continue to teach this rhetoric about socialism and tear down our Constitution and God and our moral values and rights. And if it's going to start anywhere, Charlie knew where it needed to start. He has been preaching out there for 10 years to our Generation Z and X groups that, listen, what you've been hearing is wrong. And at the end of the day, it took somebody like Charlie to go out there and debate on topics like abortion, immigration, debt, and again, about God. And it took somebody like him to change the mind of a lot of these young people. We need a lot more people like Charlie. He couldn't do it by himself, but he had a group of people growing around him, and I hope they take the bull by the horn and go with it.
Yeah, let's hope. He was winning the battle.
It
You ever
was.
see his crowds? They were getting bigger and bigger,
Bigger and
as
bigger.
he went on every
Exactly.
year. Senator Tommy Tuberville, sir, it's always a pleasure. Good to see you.
Thank you.